Welcome back. Can Nigeria conduct a truly credible election if its voter register still contains the names of people who have died? How can Nigerians have complete confidence in the electoral process if the very foundation of every election, the voter register, is not fully accurate? Those are the difficult questions now confronting the country after the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joas Amopitan, made a startling admission that the Commission's voter register still contains the names of deceased Nigerians. The revelation is significant because the voter register forms the backbone of every election conducted by INEC. According to the Commission, the register currently contains more than 93 million registered voters, a figure that continues to grow through the ongoing continuous voter registration exercise. Yet, despite advances in election technology, biometric verification and electronic accreditation, the chairman says the register still contains names of people who have long passed away, along with names that may never have belonged to real people in the first place. Speaking during a visit by the Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Lanre Issa Onilu, Professor Amopitan acknowledged that many Nigerians whose names remain on the register have died over the years. He explained that many citizens can probably identify a deceased relative whose names still appear on the voters' list. According to him, those names continue to affect voter turnout calculations and create inaccuracies within the electoral database. His admission has immediately reignited questions about the integrity and accuracy of Nigeria's electoral register ahead of the 2027 general election. Perhaps even more concerning was another revelation made by the INEC chairman. He explained that before digital voter registration was introduced, names could simply be written down and submitted for registration without proper biometric verification. According to him, some of those names may never have belonged to actual people. If that is true, one obvious question follows. How many names on Nigeria's voter register belong to people who never existed? If nobody knows the answer, how can Nigerians confidently assess the true size and integrity of the electoral register? Professor Amopitan stressed that the Commission cannot solve this problem alone. He called on Nigerians to actively participate in the claims and objections process by identifying deceased persons or individuals who no longer reside in their polling units. According to him, many citizens fail to report such changes, making it difficult for INEC to keep the register fully updated. While that explanation highlights the role of public participation, it also raises another important question. Should maintaining the accuracy of a national voter register depend primarily on ordinary citizens reporting who has died? Or should stronger institutional system already exist to remove deceased voters automatically? The issue becomes even more important because the voter register has not undergone a comprehensive nationwide review since it was first compiled in 2011. Since then, millions of Nigerians have relocated, thousands have immigrated abroad, and countless others have died. At the same time, millions of new voters have joined the register without regular nationwide verification. Experts argue that maintaining an accurate voter database becomes increasingly difficult as the years pass. That reality has fueled growing calls for periodic auditing of Nigeria's electoral register before every major election cycle. Interestingly, Professor Amopitan also defended the Commission's recent electoral performance. He pointed to the Federal Capital Territory Area Council election and the Ekiti State governorship election as examples of successful elections conducted using improved technology. According to him, both elections recorded impressive deployments of the bimodal voter accreditation system known as BVAS, rapid uploading of results to the INEC Result Viewing Portal, or IREF, and high levels of operational efficiency. He insisted that technologically, Nigeria's electoral process has made significant progress. But this immediately raises another difficult question. Can even the most advanced election technology fully compensate for an inaccurate voter register? Beavers can verify fingerprints and facial recognition. IRIF can upload polling unit results almost instantly. But if the register itself still contains names of deceased persons or questionable entries, should Nigerians be satisfied that technology alone guarantees electoral credibility? These are uncomfortable questions, but they are questions that any serious democracy must be willing to confront openly. The INEC chairman also warned about the growing spread of fake news and misinformation surrounding elections. He said coordinated disinformation campaigns continue to discourage citizens from voting by creating the impression that their votes no longer count. According to him, INEC and the National Orientation Agency must work together to restore public confidence by educating Nigerians about modern electoral safeguards and explaining how today's technology protects the integrity of election results. His message was clear. Technology can only succeed if citizens continue participating in the democratic process. Professor Amopitan's admission represents both honesty and a challenge. On one hand, acknowledging weaknesses within the voter register demonstrates transparency. On the other hand, it raises urgent concerns that must be addressed before Nigerians are headed to the polls in 2027. Democracy depends on public confidence, and confidence begins with a voter register that citizens believe is accurate, transparent, and trustworthy. Should INEC conduct a comprehensive nationwide audit of the voter register before the next general election? And how can Nigerians ensure that deceased persons and questionable entries are permanently removed from the electoral database? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this report informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of Nigeria's biggest political and electoral developments. I'm Chidera Eson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next report.